Hello, and welcome back to Let's Learn English, your space to listen, repeat, shadow, and practice English at a slow and natural pace. My name is Michael, and I'm really happy you're joining me today. In this lesson, we will focus on conversations in English that happen in a restaurant. This is one of the most useful topics for learners because eating out is something we all do, whether we are traveling abroad, celebrating with friends, or simply trying new food. Restaurants are wonderful places to experience culture, but they can also be stressful if you're not confident speaking English. Sometimes the music is loud, the menu looks complicated, or the staff speaks quickly. That's why today's practice will be very practical. I will give you complete conversations, not just single words or very short phrases. I will speak slowly, pause often, and encourage you to shadow me. That means you listen, then repeat after me. You can even try to copy my intonation and rhythm. This kind of practice will help you build confidence, improve your pronunciation, and prepare for real life restaurant situations. By the end of this lesson, you will know how to greet the host, ask for a table, read the menu, order food and drinks, ask about ingredients, request changes to a dish, and deal with common problems such as waiting too long or receiving the wrong order. You will also practice paying the bill and making polite conversation at the table. So let's begin. Imagine you arrive at a restaurant with a friend. At the entrance, a host or hostess welcomes you. Listen carefully and repeat after me. Good evening. Welcome to our restaurant. Do you have a reservation? Good evening. No, we don't have a reservation. Can we still get a table for two? Yes, of course. Would you prefer to sit inside or on the terrace? If possible, we would like a table outside, please. Certainly. Please follow me. Here is your table. Thank you very much. This table looks perfect. You're welcome. Here are your menus. Your server will be with you shortly. That was the first part of the restaurant experience, greeting the host and asking for a table. Notice how polite phrases are used, like if possible or this table looks perfect. These details make your English sound more natural and more friendly. Now imagine you are sitting at the table. The server comes over to greet you. Good evening. My name is Anna, and I'll be your server tonight. Can I start you off with something to drink? Yes. Could I have a glass of water, please? And do you also have fresh orange juice? Yes, we do. Would you like the orange juice with ice or without? Without ice, please. Thank you. And for you? I'll have a sparkling water, please. Of course, I'll bring your drinks right away. In the meantime, please take your time with the menu. Thank you. Could you also tell us what the house specialty is? Certainly. Our specialty tonight is grilled salmon with lemon butter sauce and seasonal vegetables. It's very popular. That sounds delicious. We'll think about it. As you can see, the beginning of the meal is about drinks and first impressions. You can ask for water, juice, or soft drinks. If you want to sound natural, add polite details. Could I have? Instead of only saying water. Now let's practice ordering some appetizers. The server returns with the drinks. Here are your drinks. Are you ready to order some starters or would you like a few more minutes? I think we're ready. Could you tell me if the soup of the day is vegetarian? Yes, today's soup is tomato basil. It's completely vegetarian. Perfect. I'll have the soup, please. And for you? I would like the Caesar salad. Could you please put the dressing on the side? Of course. Dressing on the side. Anything else to start? That will be all for now. Thank you. No problem. I'll place your order and it should be ready in a few minutes. Now let's pause and think. At B1, B2 level, it's good to add details like, could you put the dressing on the side? Or, is the soup vegetarian? These details are practical, and they make your conversation richer than simply saying, salad, please. Next, while you wait for your food, you may want to ask more questions about the menu. Imagine this conversation. Excuse me, could you please explain what comes with the grilled chicken dish? Yes, the grilled chicken is served with mashed potatoes and steamed broccoli. That sounds nice. And is the chicken spicy? No, it's not spicy, but if you would like, we can add a spicy sauce on the side. That's a good idea. Please bring the sauce on the side. Now, let's practice ordering the main course. The server comes back after you finish your starters. How were the starters? Did you enjoy them? Yes, they were very good. The soup was fresh and the salad was just right. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Are you ready to order your main courses? Yes, I'll have the grilled salmon, please. And for you, I'll take the grilled chicken with mashed potatoes, please. Could you also make sure the broccoli is well cooked? Of course. Well cooked broccoli. Would you like any sauces with that? No, just the spicy sauce on the side, please. Excellent choice. I'll place the order and it should be ready in about 20 minutes. Here, you can see how important it is to make small requests. Words like, could you also make sure, or please bring, are natural and polite. While you're waiting for the food, you might want to make conversation with your friend. Let's practice a short dialogue between two diners. This restaurant has a really nice atmosphere, don't you think? Yes, it feels cozy, but also elegant. I like the soft music in the background. And the menu is impressive. There are so many options. True. I was tempted by the pasta dishes, but the salmon sounded too good to miss. I know what you mean. I almost ordered the steak, but then I thought the chicken would be lighter. Exactly. Sometimes it's difficult to decide in restaurants with so many choices. This part is also important for your practice. Making small talk at the table helps you sound natural and fluent. It doesn't always have to be deep conversation. Simple comments about the food, the atmosphere, or the service are enough. Now imagine the server comes back to check on you. Is everything okay with your drinks? Would you like a refill? Yes. Could I have another glass of sparkling water, please? Of course. And for you? No, thank you. I'm fine for now. All right, your meals will be out shortly. Now the main dishes arrive. Here is the grilled salmon with vegetables, and here is the grilled chicken with mashed potatoes and broccoli. Thank you very much. Everything looks delicious. You're welcome. Enjoy your meals. At this moment, you may also want to make sure everything is correct. For example, excuse me, could you please bring some extra napkins? Of course, I'll bring them right away. Or you might ask, could I also have a little more bread on the side? Certainly. I'll bring some fresh bread. This is the normal rhythm of a restaurant conversation. You order, you receive, and you make small requests as needed. Sometimes, problems happen. Let's practice a polite way to deal with mistakes. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but I believe I ordered the chicken with broccoli. This looks like green beans. Oh, I apologize. You're right. I'll take this back to the kitchen and bring the correct side dish. Thank you. I appreciate your help. No problem at all. It will only take a few minutes. Notice that you don't need to be angry or rude. A polite tone works much better. I'm sorry, but I believe I ordered. This keeps the conversation friendly even when there is a mistake. Now let's continue with enjoying the meal. You may want to compliment the food. This salmon is cooked perfectly. The sauce is delicious. I'm glad you like it. My chicken is tender, and the mashed potatoes are very creamy. We definitely made the right choices tonight. Compliments are a natural part of dining conversation. They also show appreciation for the food. After a while, the server returns to check on you. How is everything tasting? Everything is excellent. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. Would you like some more water or maybe another drink? Not right now, thank you. Very well. I'll come back when you're ready for dessert. And now, let's imagine you've finished your main course. It's time to think about dessert. Excuse me, could we please see the dessert menu? Of course. Here you are. Our most popular dessert is the chocolate lava cake, but we also have fruit salad and cheesecake. They all sound wonderful. Could you tell me if the cheesecake contains nuts? Yes, it has a walnut crust, so if you have an allergy, it's better to avoid it. Thank you for letting me know. In that case, I'll try the fruit salad. And for you? I'll have the chocolate lava cake, please. Excellent choices. I'll bring them right away. Now, desserts are also a great chance to practice polite conversation. Let's imagine this dialogue between the two diners. This fruit salad is so fresh and light. It's the perfect way to end the meal. And this chocolate cake is rich and warm. You should try a bite. Maybe just a small piece. Thank you. Oh, wow, it's amazing. I'm glad you like it. Next time, maybe we can share two desserts. That's a good idea. That way we can taste more things. This brings us almost to the end of the restaurant experience. Next, we'll practice asking for the bill, dealing with payment, and leaving the restaurant politely. We will also include more examples of how to handle small arguments or different opinions at the table. But before we move to that, take a deep breath. You've already practiced greetings, ordering drinks, ordering starters and main courses, making small talk, handling mistakes, and enjoying dessert. That is a lot of vocabulary and expressions, and you are doing great. Now it's time to finish the meal. You have enjoyed your main course and dessert, and now you need to ask for the bill. In English, there are a few different ways to do this. Let's practice. Excuse me, could we please have the bill? Could we get the check, please? May we have the bill when you have a moment? All of these are polite and natural. Notice the difference. In American English, people usually say check, while in British English, people often say bill. Now, imagine the server brings the bill. Here you are. I hope you enjoyed your meal. Yes, everything was excellent. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that. Will you be paying together or separately? We'll pay together, please. Of course. You can pay at the table. Do you prefer cash or card? Card, please. Very well. I'll bring the card machine. Now let's practice a different situation. Splitting the bill. We'll pay separately, please. No problem. Could you tell me which dishes belong to which person? Yes, I had the soup, the salmon, and the fruit salad. And I had the salad, the chicken, and the chocolate cake. Perfect. I'll prepare the bills accordingly. This is a very common moment in restaurants. Sometimes people want to pay together, sometimes separately. It's good to know both ways. Now imagine you are paying by card. Here is your card machine. Please insert your card and enter your PIN. All right, done. Thank you. Would you like a receipt? Yes, please. Here you go. Thank you very much. And thank you. Everything was wonderful. We hope to see you again soon. Have a great evening. Now let's practice tipping. In many countries, you leave a tip for the server. This is not the same everywhere, so it depends on the culture. But in English-speaking countries like the United States or Canada, tipping is very common. Excuse me, is the service charge already included in the bill? Yes, it is included. Or, in another situation, no, the service charge is not included. Tips are always appreciated. In this case, you might say, all right, we'll leave something extra on the table. Thank you again. This shows you are polite and respectful of the local culture. Now let's practice a few polite goodbyes when leaving the restaurant. Thank you for the great service tonight. Everything was delicious. I'm so glad to hear that. Have a wonderful evening. Or you could say, we really enjoyed our meal. Compliments to the chef. Thank you very much. I'll pass your compliments to the kitchen. Saying something kind at the end makes the whole experience more positive. Now let's practice some small arguments or differences of opinion that can happen at the table. This is useful because when you eat out with friends, you don't always agree. I think we should order a bottle of wine. I'm not sure. I'd prefer not to drink alcohol tonight. That's fine. Maybe we can just order sparkling water instead. Yes, that works for me. Or another situation. Should we order one dessert each or share two desserts? I'd rather have my own dessert. I want the cheesecake. All right, then I'll order the chocolate cake, and we can still try each other's. That's a good idea. Here, notice the phrases I'd prefer not to or I'd rather. These are natural ways to disagree politely at B1, B2 level. Now let's practice a situation where you are in a hurry and need the food faster. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you, but could you please check on our order? We've been waiting for a while. Of course. I'll check with the kitchen immediately. Thank you. We're in a bit of a hurry tonight. I understand. I'll do my best to speed things up. This kind of polite request is useful if you are short on time. Now, let's imagine you want to make a special request for dietary reasons. Excuse me, I have a gluten allergy. Could you tell me if the pasta is gluten-free? Yes, we do have gluten-free pasta available. Would you like to try that? Yes, please. That would be perfect. Or, I don't eat pork. Could you recommend a dish without pork? Of course. The grilled fish or the vegetarian curry would be good options. That sounds great. I'll take the vegetarian curry. These are practical sentences that show how to communicate clearly about food restrictions. Now let's review the entire restaurant journey together. First, you greeted the host and asked for a table. Then you ordered drinks, asked about the menu, ordered starters and mains, handled small problems, and enjoyed dessert. You asked for the bill, paid, and left politely. Along the way, you also practiced small disagreements, special requests, and compliments. The important thing to remember is this: you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to speak very fast. You only need to be polite, clear, and confident. Sentences like, could I have, would you mind, or I'd prefer are powerful tools. They make your English sound natural and respectful. Now let's do one more extended role play. I will play both the server and the customer. Listen carefully, shadow me, and repeat after me. Good evening. Welcome to Bella's restaurant. Do you have a reservation? No, we don't. Is there a table available for two? Yes, right this way. Here are your menus. Can I start you off with something to drink? Yes, I'd like a glass of red wine, please. And for you? I'll have sparkling water, please. Of course. Our specials tonight are beef steak with pepper sauce and grilled sea bass. Would you like to hear more about them? Yes, please. Could you tell me how the sea bass is cooked? It is grilled with olive oil, lemon, and herbs, and it comes with roasted potatoes. That sounds delicious. I'll have the sea bass. And for you? I'll take the steak, but could you make it medium rare, please? Of course. Medium rare. Would you like any starters before your mains? Yes, we'll share a plate of bruschetta, please. Excellent choice. I'll be right back with your drinks. This long role play shows you how to combine everything: ordering drinks, asking about the specials, making requests, and ordering food. And now we come to the end of today's lesson. We started at the entrance of the restaurant. We practiced ordering drinks, starters, mains, and desserts. We made polite requests. We solved problems. We paid the bill, and we left politely. We also practiced disagreements, small talk, and compliments. This is a complete restaurant experience in English. Before we finish, I want to encourage you to practice often. Come back to this lesson. Listen again. Repeat again. Shadow my voice again. Each time, it will feel easier. Each time, your pronunciation will improve. Each time, your confidence will grow. And now, a small challenge for you. In the comments, write down one restaurant sentence you found useful today. It could be something you want to remember, something you didn't know before, or something you think you will use in real life. Share it with the community, and let's practice together. This is Let's Learn English. I'm Michael, and I'm very proud of the work you did today. Keep listening, keep repeating, keep believing in yourself, and step by step, you will reach your English goals. Thank you for spending this time with me. I look forward to seeing you in the next lesson. Until then, take care and happy learning.